All right, now we're doing 7Q highest and lowest. This is by Dean 2, and 90% of the people like it. In this assignment, we're given a string of space-separated numbers, and we have to return the highest and lowest number. So we've got this in a string, and highest is 5, lowest is 1. All numbers are valid. Int 32, when there's no need to validate them, there will always be at least one number in the input string, and the output string must be two numbers separated by a single space, highest number first, all right? So we're going to do concise syntax because I think that it's easier to test that way. And so we just say const high-low equals numbers, and then we're going to have an arrow right here. Down here we're going to have console.log, so that's easy to test, so we're going to get right into it. So the first thing we're going to need to do down here is look at this thing, and we're going to say we need to get this string into something we can work with numerically. So we're going to have to put it into an array. And the way to get this thing into an array is we're going to split it up by the spaces in between the numbers, right? And so we're going to do something like this. We're going to say numbers.split. All right, and let me show you about the split method. It's a method that takes a pattern and divides a string into an ordered list of substrings by searching for the pattern, putting the substrings into an array, and returning the array. And what we're going to be searching the pattern we're searching for is a space. So right here we're going to have single quotes with a space, and let me show you what that looks like. So now we've got each one of these in its own element, all right? So now we're going to need to somehow make this get the maximum and the minimum of this. And so we're going to use this Math.max right here function, which returns the largest of the numbers given as input parameters, or infinity if there's no parameters. So we're going to get an array, and we're going to throw it in there. And this is the array we've got right now. So we're going to say Math.max numbers.split. All right, let's test that out. And it doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Because this is an array, and as you see here, it needs to be comma separated values, right? And so as you see here, they've got these three dots in front of this array, which is this array, and we're going to be using those three dots too, using the spread syntax, which allows an iterable such as an array or string to be expanded in places where where 0 or more arguments or elements are expected, all right? So we're going to put in front of this ... split. Now let's see what it looks like. All right, 42. And so now we're going to have to find the minimum number, and I'm sure you can guess math.min is what we're going to use. So we've got this math.min function, which returns the smallest of the numbers given as input parameters, or infinity if there are no parameters. So we're going to say over here, math.min, we're going to have numbers.split. But look at this. Why are we using this twice? We need to declare something that equals this. So inside of here, we're going to say split equals numbers.split. That way it'll clean it up a little bit. So let's take this. Actually, we just get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this, and we all know it's going to be the same thing. All right, so now that we've got that, let's make this a string separated by a space. So let's just do the little thing where we go plus like that, and that'll do it. Hopefully, let's see, test it out. And look at that, just like we wanted it, all right? Let's get rid of this here, get rid of this here, test it out again. It's good, attempt it. It's good, submit it. All right, give it a second or two, I guess. Wonder if my internet's going slow. All right, so you see here they did pretty much exactly what we did, but in normal syntax. They did a Math.max dot apply, which I don't know why they did that, but whatever. This one used template literals, which are these backtick characters, which is to the left of the one and above the tab key, and then they did the embedded expressions right here, which is an expression wrapped up in this $ curly brace. And let's go over here to mine. Let's see. Got a few because I've had to do this a few times. And this is the one we just did, and I think it's the most readable out of all of them. So best practice in my opinion. Very much like this. We already very liked it earlier, but I very like it again. And we'll see you next time.